Well, welcome back to Barnaul in Siberia, Russia, and the final day of the World Cup 2, and a chance for more medals. Cuba and Austria celebrated golden doubles. There were also wins for Norway, Czech Republic, China, Lithuania, and host Russia. How will things go on the final day of action ahead of the Olympics this summer? Well, a golden bolt for hopefully golden moments here at the Canoe Sprint World Cup in Barnaul. Been plenty of drama over the weekend. Friday saw the Olympic quotas sorted, 6 countries sharing those tickets to Tokyo. And yesterday, World Cup medals were handed out. Several Tokyo-bound athletes taking advantage of the rare opportunity to race internationally after more than a year disrupted preparation and cancelled events. Many athletes won't have another event before the biggest show in the world kicks off in Tokyo this summer. So a huge opportunity to keep things ticking over. And great, if anything, to have a World Cup 2 after just one meet last year in Szeged. We see our timetable for the day's action. Certainly been challenging conditions for the paddlers, a lot of side winds. Certainly not been the warmest. And we kick off with reduced C2 women's 500 final. Cuba had a great day yesterday, sending a warning out to other nations. They'll be a force to be reckoned with in canoeing events at the Tokyo Olympics. Impressive wins in the women's C1200 and men's C1000. And she is back on the water. Cirilo Dubois with Nueva Segura. Cirilo, 19 years of age, will be part of history when women's canoeing makes its Olympic debut in Tokyo. And she showed genuine medal prospect with a strong win in C1200, taking advantage of the absence of reigning world champion in C1200, Nevin Harrison. The 19-year-old, a silver medalist in Szeged last week, behind the American, this time taking her chance on top of the podium. But now a chance in the C2. A tough challenge from South American boats of Chile, Rocco and Maillard. Won a bronze at last World Cup in Szeged together. Maillard qualifying in both C2 and C1 for the Olympics. One relocated spot, not enough to fill a C2 boat, and Japan not qualified in C1, so it went to the next. Poland, now Chile, Cuba, Germany and Uzbekistan battle for C2 500 medals. So underway in the opening final, on the final day in Barnaul, the 7 C2 women's 500 final. And Cuba looking for a fast start. Chilean boat trying to cling on to coattails, but it's such power and precision. Cerrillo leading the way. Both teenagers Nueva Segura herself, just 18, took her first Senior World Cup in Szeged with the FB gold in the C2 500 with Cirillo Dubois. And they are just absolutely dominating. Well, Germany with Preller and Losk, the two-time under-23 junior world bronze medalist at 200 and 500. Struggling to keep the pace, but just holding ahead of the Uzbeki boat in the bid for what looks like being a bronze medal. Well, four can only squeeze into 3 podium positions, but it's looking to be another golden moment for Cuba. Chile just clinging on, but it's a boat-like victory for Cuba as they power to the line. And the teenage sensations from the island of Cuba looking to show that they're going to be quite a threat at the Olympics. And now it's suddenly become a real battle for the podium. Germany slipping back, Uzbekistan battling with Chile, but there's no doubt where the top of the podium is going as Cuba take gold and Uzbekistan squeeze Chile down into third. Well, it's certainly more favorable conditions than yesterday. The sun is out and it is shining on Cirillo and Nueva Segura as they take C2 Women 500 gold. It's been a powerful and impressive weekend for the Cubans, and in particular Cirillo Dubois, and looking to make an impact in Tokyo this summer.
Cuba.
Thank you.
How do you feel?
Oh my God. I am very happy for my medal. For help everybody, every people.
Well done.
Thank you.
Well, not the easiest thing to be interviewed straight after a bruising battle, but really never in doubt. Almost 4 seconds over the Uzbeki boats of Rakhmatova and Zokirova, who take silver ahead of the Chilean boat of Rocco and Maillard. A superb weekend for Cuba. As now it's the K1 Women's 500 turn. Certainly within the starting list, those who grabbed tickets to Tokyo in the last week, looking to keep themselves in form ahead of those games. In particular, Vasconcelos of Portugal and Goran Sinovic of Croatia, having grabbed their tickets. Agnieszka Paradova of the Czech Republic took K1 Women's 1000 silver yesterday. 19-time wild water medalist, 6 times world champion. Paulina Pazek, 26-year-old, was a 2018 World K2 1000 medalist. Oh, Brenda Rojas, last World Cup FA, was an 18th finish in the K1 5000. Vasconcelos beaten out in the European Olympic qualifiers by Contreras, and the lady to her left, Gon Vorosinovic, the first female Croatian to ever qualify for the Olympics, although delighted to later see here in Barnaul her compatriot Vanessa Todt join her as well. Virik of Norway, just 21 years of age, but a K1 Women 1000 gold medal yesterday ahead of Paludova. She'll be hoping to make an impact in this shorter distance. It's a wonderful look at the shimmering lights of the sun that has thankfully made its presence felt today. Still the wind a challenge, but slightly less wet than the previous day. So Vasconcelos and Govensinovic looking to celebrate their Olympic tickets with a final World Cup flourish at 500 meters. So underway in the K1 Women's 500 final. Fantini won bronze in Saturday's K1 Women's 1000. So the podium from double this distance in attendance. It's a very strong start from Joanna Vasconcelos in lane 4. Almost a boat length advantage. Really hit the water running. As mentioned, finished 3rd agonizingly last week in Szeged in the European Olympic qualifier. And that meant she missed out on the 2 tickets to Tokyo, but redemption in Barnaul. Having been a London Olympian, missed in Rio, but will be returning to the biggest show on earth. And can she do it with a World Cup gold? Well, the first individual medals were in Szeged last September. Gold in this event, bronze in the 200. At the moment, she's absolutely dominating the field. Well, Virik, who won the 1000-meter gold, struggling at the half distance. Likely a lot taken out, but Vasconcelos has certainly kept some powder dry, but can she hold off as the chasing pack just start to reel her in? She still has a half boat advantage, but really having to dig deep now. Gritting her teeth as she tries to hold off Vorosinovic. Well, it was lane 9 that was providing a real challenge. Esti van Tonder may have got herself amongst the medals, but Vasconcelos, it might have been tight at the end, but converting her early strength to hit the top of the podium. And another golden moment after earning her spot here in Russia for a place in Tokyo. We're looking for confirmation. Soon there'll be a wide smile for the Portuguese. Vasconcelos holding on just. Van Tonder, the 28-year-old from South Africa, with a stunning run to get herself a silver medal. That just ahead of Anna Maria Korvorninovic, who will be going to the Olympics herself. Well, considering that Van Tonder managed a silver medal at the women's K1 500 in the C final last
Congratulations again.
week. A
How do you
great
feel?
silver, but brilliant gold for Vasconcelos.
It's a very, very competition, very good. My dream is a Tokyo. Be happy.
You should be happy. Well done. Congratulations.
Utter delight for Vasconcelos. A golden finish. Van Tonder with a first ever final A medal, silver, as Goran Sinovic, the 23-year-old from Croatia, earning a first World Cup medal herself. But in the end, settling for bronze. You can see what an advantage it can be being out in the cold on the outer limits of the lanes. No one seeing Van Tonder coming up from lane 9, but as you can see, the sun is out, the smiles as well, and more importantly, bubbling excitement from fans being back to watch top-class sports, and a real boost to the athletes as we see the start list for the C1 men's 500 final. That's going to be a fascinating C1 men 500, particularly in the center of the lanes, but Dimitrov Sharov of Russia hoping to provide some home delights. Sharova alongside Vadim Korobov. Lithuania already with great success in seeing Donis earn place in the Olympics. Jose Ramon Pelea Cordoba looking for more success, on track for a solid Olympic debut, commanding C1000 victory alongside another man going to the Olympics, Sergei Tarnovsky, alongside his older brother Oleg. The two failed to make their Olympic dream come true in C2. Now battle each other alongside Carlo Taccini, Olympic FB finalist in Rio. Certainly, Sergei Tarnovsky mentioned the fact that not all athletes had welcomed him back to the fold. Won bronze in Rio before being disqualified for doping. And now has earned his place back at the Olympics. Certainly an intriguing story, if nothing else. And especially considering he overcame the man who inherited his bronze, Ilya Shtokolov, on his home water. But now fighting between his brother and the 20-year-old from Colum, Cuba. Well, a false start, quite obvious there. Felt there was a bit of mistiming. Cordoba looks as cool as a cucumber. And Oleg looking like the man. He will take a warning as he just tries to reverse back into a starting position. Well, Sergei Tarnowski, his younger brother, winning the C1 Men's 1000 Olympic qualifier on Friday, as mentioned, beating out Shotokolov and Carlo Taccini in third, Mohamed Nabi Rezai of Iran fourth in that race, in which winner took all in the bid for Tokyo. So half the distance. And a real tight battle for the podium as the brothers get back into the starting position. We'll see if there's any great challenge from the outer lane as they look to get underway the second time of asking. Underway in the second time of asking in the C1 Men 500 final. Plenty of eyes on Cordoba of Cuba, with a 20-year-old seeing a fast start from Sergei Tarnowski. The 23-year-old will return to the Olympics 5 years on from his bronze and then later disgrace. But there's a strong paddling from under 23 European champion of this 1000 distance, Vadim Korabov of Lithuania. But Tarnowski has the edge on Cordoba. Cordoba winning this event. Well, he came bronze last week, Cordoba, for his first World Cup medal. Now a first gold this weekend. But again, looks to be stronger over the 1000 distance as he tries to make up the distance to Tarnowski, who's almost got a boat lead on the Cuban. Well, he came here to Barnaul for the last chance saloon at grabbing a ticket to Tokyo. The Moldovan's done that, but can he now hold on for C1 500 gold? He finds a little bit left in the tank to drive towards the line. There was almost a chance for Cordoba to hit back, but now Tarnowski, though, is going to have to hold off Tacchini. The Italian make a late dive for the line, but in the end, it's a comfortable victory for Tarnowski. Cordoba for silver. Tacchini maybe with bronze, but wait to see. In the end, a long way back was his brother Oleg, but powerful show there from Tarnowski. Sergei will certainly be a fascinating story come Tokyo. He's earned his place at the Olympics, and his redemption continues with a C1 Men 500 gold medal.
Lane 5, lane 4, and lane 7, please come to the boat control.
So a powerful performance from Sergei Tarnowski. Jose Ramon Pelliar Cordoba settling for silver. It's a gold and silver over the weekend. Karo Takini managing to hold off under 23 champion from Lithuania, Kor Obov, for bronze.
Sergey, congratulations. It's been a good week for you.
Yes, it's a good competition and good weather today. Is more warm like yesterday on play competitions.
Does it make it much more relaxing to paddle knowing you're already going to Tokyo?
Yeah, I'm very happy and I'm happy with my gold medal in 500 meters.
Congratulations, well done.
Thank you.
Well, gold for Moldova. And next up, the medal ceremony for the K1 Women's 500. There's a chance for Vasconcelos to stand top of the podium. Will return for the return to action when the C1 Women 500 take to the water.
Награждение проводит первый вице-президент Международной федерации по гребле на байдарках и каноэ Тамас Каницку.
The medals will be awarded by the first vice president of ICF, Tamas Kanitsku.
Внимание, вручение медалей.
The medals are given to the athletes.
Бронзовым призером становится
The bronze medalist is Anna Maria Gavarchinovic, Croatia.
серебряным призером становится
The silver medalist is Estevan Tonder, South Africa.
золотым призером становится
The gold medalist is Joana Vasconcelos, Portugal.
медалистам вручаются цветы.
And now the flowers are given to the athletes.
Дамы и господа, прошу всех выразить признание медалистам второго этапа Кубка мира по гребле на байдарках и каноэ.
Ladies and gentlemen, please express your recognition to the medalists of the second stage of ICF World Cup in Canoeing and Kayaking.
Дамы и господа,
So Vasconcelos with her gold medal. It's certainly sun-kissed afternoon here in Barnaul as the C1 Women's 500 event prepares to get underway. Sergei Tarnovsky mentioning the improved conditions from yesterday. And now another Olympian in the making, taking center stage. Vanessa Tot of Croatia in the center lane. The crowd enjoying, taking in some rays as well as top class Canoe-Kayak. A fabulous return to top class international competition. Long overdue for the paddlers who understandably some hadn't even been in action since the end of 2019, once the COVID-19 pandemic hit in March 2020. The wind may still be there, but certainly the sun is a welcome addition alongside a near capacity crowd on the regatta side. Excited to cheer on. The next competition, the C1 Women's 500 final. A real chance for Vanessa Todt to continue celebrations from becoming, in quick succession, the second Croatian to earn a ticket to Tokyo. Her and Goran Sinovic, the first women canoeists from their country to get an Olympic opportunity. Only 12 Croats had previously competed in canoe at the Games. All men, so a real breakout moment for women's canoeing in Croatia. And there she is, Vanessa Todt, 22 years of age, was 9th actually in the European Olympic qualifier, but top dog this weekend. Faizieva, 19-year-old, was a 2018 Youth Olympic qualifying event gold medalist. She was 6th in the World Olympic qualifier, 2nd in her semi-final to reach this final. She grew up in the village where Vadim Menkov was born, himself a 2-time world C1 champion. So hoping to have anywhere near the same career as Raova of the Czech Republic. A 20-year-old, 4th in the European Olympic qualifier, 5th in the World one this weekend. Came last in the C1 Women's 200 final. We'll be looking for a much better performance over the 500 distance. Now, huge opportunities afforded to plenty of paddlers to make their FA debuts. The usual quality field that would be in attendance at a World Cup event. Clearly, the ongoing pandemic, as well as proximity to the Olympic Games, have meant many haven't made it out here to Siberia. The ones who have, with a big opportunity. Sadly, Thian Kathok of Thailand signed off to not start. The 23-year-old missing out as the final underway in the C1 Women's 500. Vanessa Todt looking to sign off her historic success in earning an Olympic quota for Croatia with a golden flourish. So certainly a strong challenge from Faizieva. As mentioned, the teenager finished 6th in that World Olympic qualifier, won by Todt, but this time trying to keep up with the Croatian. 2nd in her semi-final to reach this medal opportunity. But Todt just leaning in to keep herself ahead, but really strong showing in lane 8. Tough days for others into the Final furlong. Well, Todt with a slender lead over the Uzbeki Zieva. But strong showing from Raova of the Czech Republic to try and get herself into medal consideration. Well, it was looking close before, but Todt really has put the metal to the pedal. And now streaking away. Well, Tokyo ticket safely in her pocket, but can she hold on for gold? Is a fabulous late charge here. And Todt now slightly desperate in trying to cling on to gold, but just has the power to get over the line to beat Raova to gold. And it looks as if Zieva will take the bronze medal. Vanessa Todt holding off all challengers to take the applause in the Barnaul sun, and she'll be back out in it later. And a wonderful World Cup gold around her neck at C1 500.
Vanessa, congratulations. It's been a good week for you here in Barnaul.
Yes, after first place for Olympics. Now this is just an award for everything that we hard worked for last 5 years, and I am very happy to gold here in Russia. It's a big thing how for me, how for my club, and for my country. This is actually, I think, first gold that woman took. So.
And how good is the crowd here today? It's so good to have them here, isn't it?
Yes, it's amazing. It is like in Hungary before 2 years on World Championships. It's give you some boost last 100 meters.
Well, congratulations, Vanessa. See you in Tokyo.
Thank you.
As mentioned, another history moment for Croatia. Gold. Vanessa Todt took silver last week in Szeged, but in the B final at 200 meters, she was 6th in the 500 final. But a week on, she is golden ahead of silver medalist Raova of the Czech Republic and Zieva of Uzbekistan for the bronze. As mentioned, the huge boost to the athletes to have a live crowd back. Certainly been missed while supporters have been locked out for health and safety reasons, but slowly but surely some normalcy returning to the world of sport and the world in general. So the K2 men 1,000 final. They may be in lane 8, but another chance for Zhang to continue his wonderful week here in Barnaul. But some tough competition in his way. Well, the Belarusians won the K2 men 500 on Friday with a real powerful performance. Looking to do the golden double at the 1,000-meter mark. The Russian pairing, Koravan and Shishkin, getting a strong applaud. Koravan winning the K4 Junior bronze at the 2018 World Championships. Felix Frank and his partner Thomas Gekso. Frank won 2019 World Gold in K4000, a two-time World Cup medalist, but never in K2000. And there is the man of the weekend and the longer distance, Zhang, with a stunning victory over Andrea Schera of Italy at the dying moment to earn China the Olympic quota at K1000, and also taking gold in the K1000 yesterday ahead of Andrzej Oleśnik of Lithuania. So is there to be a third success for China? Or will the medal come from the center field? Underway at the first time of asking the K2 men's 1,000-meter final. Russia hoping for some home success, but certainly the Belarusian pairing of Ulad Zlislau and Raman showing their potency at 500 meters to win gold. The Russian pairing themselves looking to get back in amongst the medals. The Belarusians were dominant in that 500 final, beating out Dennis Kernan and Albert Pettersson of Sweden, with the Russian pairing having come third. But at the moment leading is the team from Germany, the duo who finished outside the medals in that 500. Gesko and Frank finishing fourth to miss out on a medal. This time leading out strongly. Well, this time crossing first over 500, but obviously this is where the real work begins. Koravan and Shishkin, with the crowd very much on their side. Well, it's been a wonderful weekend for Dong Zhang. The Olympic quota and K1000 gold won, but him and Yang a long way off as the Germans continue to lead out. Waiting for the last split at 250 meters. The German boat with a boat-length lead. That's the Swedes once again, who find themselves in the silver medal position. They lost out at 500 meters to Belarus. Can they fight back against the German boat for gold? It's looking a journey too far, and it looks a bigger battle for silver than it does gold, because the golden boat of Germany is just dragging themselves away from the rest of the field. Sweden and Russia battling for where they may stand on the podium, but in the end it's Germany driving for the line. Sweden with a last gasp effort. Russia looked to try and hold on to at least a podium position, but it's Germany who are golden. They were disappointed in the 500 to finish outside the podium, but this time they're top of it. Sweden, a second silver medal for Kernan and Pettersson. Russia, once again in bronze. But it's the Belarusians who have been relegated as Germany climb to the top of the podium to take K2 men 1,000 meter gold.
Lane 6.
Congratulations, another good K2 men's 1,000 boat from Germany. Well done.
Thank you very much.
What was it like out there?
What was it like? What?
What was the race like?
Quite a little bit longer than the 500 the day before. And yeah, we are more than satisfied, I think, with our starting performance today. Yeah, compared to the 500 meter K2. Now we're ready for the 5K, you said. Yeah, well.
Good that you're working hard on the last day, so good. Well done, congratulations.
Thanks, man, thanks.
Well, alluding to it themselves, disappointed with their 500 performance, but they've converted 500 fourth for 1,000 gold. Sweden and Russia once again second and third in the K2. There wasn't to be a golden moment for the young Russian boats. The fans still very enthusiastic of this World Cup 2 in Barnaul, as it's now the canoes' turn for the C2 men's 1,000 meter final. Certainly, it's been a fabulous weekend for Cuba and Moldova, and those two go head to head in the final. Certainly Colombians amongst those much happier to see the sun come out after the wet and windy Saturday. Obviously the wind remaining a constant. Some practice being had. Petrov and Romanov, 19 and 20-year-old respectively, part of the C4 500 team that became 2019 junior world and European champions. Romanov also a junior gold medalist in C2000. Sergei Torres and Fernando Dayan Jorge looking to continue what's been a fabulous weekend for Cuba. Torres, the elder statesman at 34 years old, alongside Jorge. But with the 22-year-old, they are the reigning world silver medalists from Szeged in 2019 and Pan American champions, 21 medals between them. Unsurprisingly, Torres with the majority of those. Gebhardt and Kretschmer looking to follow the lead of the K1000 German boat of Frank and Gexo. But it's the Tarnowski brothers in lane 6 who'll be looking for more success. Not quite been the weekend for Oleg. Sergei already individual gold, as well as the quota spot for Tokyo earned as he continues what he hopes is some road to redemption after his 4-year ban for doping. Sergei and Oleg failing to make their joint Olympic dream come true last week, and Szeged missing out on a quota. But now looking for a golden moment together in Barnaul. 5 into 3 for the podium. Colombia, Russia, Cuba, Moldova, Armenia, and Germany battling out at C2000. So underway the C2 men's 1,000 meter final. Well, a strong start from the German duo. Holding out on this near side, about level with the Cubans. Well, Gebhardt in the German boat will also be taking part in the C1 5000, along with Kretschmer, Sergei Torres, Jorge also qualified for that one, alongside young Russian Romanov. So we'll see how much they have left in the tank for the real big boy distance. So just the little matter of the 1,000 meters here. Despite being out alone in lane 8, the Germans trying to keep themselves in contention. Well, it's a really poor opening leg for Moldova as the Tarnowski brothers look way out of contention. And it's Cuba who's starting to find their rhythm. But the Russians right on their shoulder, looking to keep in contact. So it is Cuba leading, just 0.68 seconds over Russia. Germany in third, Colombia way back in fourth. Sergei Torres leading the way for Cuba. He's been the best man, not the groom, at the World Championships. 6 silver medalist positions, including the C2000 at Szeged in 2019. But a 4-time Pan American gold medalist, and it is that colour that Cuba are battling for as they look to hold off Germany for top spot on the podium into the final 250. The crowd roaring on, in particular because the Russian boat of Petrov and Romanov very much still in contention. The question is the colour of the medal, but it looks like it's a battle for silver between Russia and Germany, because Cuba are piling on the pressure towards the line. and they are absolutely dominant over the 1,000 meters. A 5-time silver medalist at this distance at the World Championships. It's Torres who's going to take gold alongside the young Jorge. The reigning world silver medalist from Szeged take gold in the World Cup. Germany pip Russia to the silver. The home boat settling for bronze. The vastly experienced Torres leading his young teammate Jorge to another medal, this time World Cup gold in Barnaul, Russia.
Congratulations, Cuba. Another gold medal today. Very good race for you.
Was a exciting feeling. After that, 20 months without any competition is awesome for us.
I am very, very, very happy.
And you're going to Tokyo?
Of course. See you in there.
See you in Tokyo. Good luck.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you.
So more success for Cuba after a fine double gold yesterday. More medals today, and climaxed with this C2 men's 1,000 victory for Torres and Jorge. Gebhardt and Kirchmer taking silver just ahead of Petrov and Romanov of Russia. It may not be the colour they would have dreamed of, but a couple of bronzes to celebrate for the home crowd here, who've certainly given the paddlers a major boost. Something they've clearly missed, and something that sadly will likely be missed in Tokyo over the summer. Incredibly complicated situation in Japan. Even worries that the games wouldn't necessarily go ahead, but it does seem as if that won't be the case, thankfully. And now the C1 Women's 500, their chance to enjoy their medal moment at this World Cup. Vanessa Todt ending a perfect week in Barnaul with gold ahead of Raoua of the Czech Republic and Feyzieva of Uzbekistan.
Дамы и господа, церемония награждения второго этапа Кубка мира ICF на дистанцию C1 каноэ-одиночка среди женщин на 500 метров начинается.
Ladies and gentlemen, award ceremony ICF World Cup for the distance C1 women 500 meters is starting.
Награждение проводит председатель Федерации гребли на байдарках и каноэ Алтайского края Юрий Вениаминович Шамков.
The award ceremony is held by the chairman of Altai Krai Canoe Federation, Yuri Shamkov.
Внимание! Вручение медалей.
Attention, the medals are given.
Бронзовым призером становится
The bronze medalist is Gulbahor Faizieva, Uzbekistan.
серебряным призером становится
The silver medalist is Denisa Rahova, Czech Republic.
золотым призером становится
The gold medalist is Vanessa Todt, Croatia.
Дамы и господа, вручаются цветы.
Ladies and gentlemen, and now the flowers are given to the athletes.
Дамы и господа, мы просим всех выразить признание медалистам второго этапа Кубка мира по гребле на байдарках и каноэ.
Ladies and gentlemen, please express your recognition to the medalists of the second stage of ICF World.
So a wonderful World Cup weekend here in Barnaul, ending our live coverage with the K2 and C2 mixed events over 200 meters. The pairings coming together, the mix of success and disappointment. Certainly those who have enjoyed the medal ceremonies and maybe weren't cut short will be hoping to drive their pairing to more success. Well, Singapore with a disappointing weekend, so failing to get among the medals. Brandon Uy. There was also disappointment for Stephanie Chan, who missed out in the Asian qualifiers narrowly, and here as well. Well, 2 silver medals were expected. Joanna Johansson with a silver medal at K2 World 200. But Vasconcelos will hope to still have some petrol left in the tank as she rides alongside Kevin Santos and Petter Menning alongside Melina Andersson, that Swedish boat with a couple of silver medals. Johansson's teammate in the K2 200, and Menning of Sweden with a K1 200 silver medal. Well, Goran Sinovic, the first Croatian woman ever to qualify for the Olympics. Delighted to be joined by Vanessa Tot. She fighting alongside Antun Novakovic, who will be looking to medal after disappointing 5th in the K1000 Olympic qualifier. Agata Fantini back on the water in the Italian boat with Andrea Scherra, who was left shocked and devastated by China's Zhang pipping him to an Olympic berth. But just the 200 meters, blink and you'll miss it in this K2 mixed final. Underway the first time of asking, the K2 mixed 200. And a huge roar to drive the athletes as Peter Menning leads out Sweden, just a tip ahead of the Portuguese pairing. Vasconcelos trying to take her and Kevin Santos, but it's the Swedish boat of Menning that takes the gold for Sweden. It's been a very silver feeling for the Swedes. Menning and Johansson and Andersson all ending up with silvers, but the team of Johansson and Menning upgrade their silvers for a mixed gold.
Lane 6, lane 5, and lane 2.
First congratulations from the Portuguese boat. The golden tunics will have a golden medal later on. Peter Menning and Melina Andersson victorious.
Well, a gold medal for Sweden.
Yeah,
Congratulations.
thank you.
How was it?
Felt awesome. It was so much fun paddling with Melina. She helped me on the last 50 meters very much. And yeah, we worked very well together.
It's nice to see Sweden up there on top of the podium, isn't it?
Yes, that's where we want to be. It was a really hard race, but fun. And yeah, Melina, you want to say something?
Yeah, it was a good race. Fun to race with Petter. He's a big role model for me, so felt cool.
Congratulations. Enjoy.
Thank you.
So Menning and Andersson taking the gold ahead of the Bulgarian double of Desheva and Sevetsanov, and Vasconcelos and Kevin Santos settling for a bronze medal. So the final race of our live coverage, the C2 mixed 200. Uzbekistan with a couple of chances along with the Germans, and a nice mix of nationalities as Chilean Maillard teams up with Sergei Tarvanovsky. The Russians would love to give a golden farewell to this crowd. Fezieva alongside Inagumov. Fezieva with a bronze medal from the C1 Women's 500. Dreva and Sharov leading the Russian charge, Irina Andreeva, finishing with a bronze medal in the C1 Women's 200. That won by Cirillo of Cuba, and Maillard with that silver. She's also competing, as we see, the Uzbeki boat. Akhmatova and Mama Daliev, one of two on the water for this C2 200-meter mixed final. Now, well, they look like they're not quite in sync there, but as long as they're not sinking. Maria Maillard and Sergei Tarnovsky, Chile and Moldova combining, and two Tokyo Olympians looking to make a splash in the C2 mixed 200 final. And the Germans as well, Kretschmer and Preller. This is an exciting race to enjoy. Just 200 meters. And a great opportunity for the athletes to have a bit of fun on the water. Certainly a quick return to the water for German parent Gebhardt and Kretschmer, now facing off alongside Tarnovsky. Already a golden moment for him after earning his Olympic quota, although disappointing performance in the C2 men's 1000 with his brother Oleg, finishing 5th out of 5. He's got Maillard in a Moldovan shirt, as they look to try and find their spot, but they seem to be a little bit lost as they make their way around the regatta. I know there certainly would be some communication issues between Spanish and Moldovan, but the rest of the boats calmly waiting. So Felix Gebhardt alongside Annika Losk. Gebhardt winning a silver medal alongside Kretschmer in that C2 men's 1000. Now battling each other for a position on the podium. Well, they hope to have not used all their energy just trying to find the starting line. So interesting additional weight. Well, Maillard qualified in both C2 and C1, meaning one had to be reallocated, but with not enough to fill a C2 boat. Japan not qualified in C1. Poland, a country to benefit as we see the lineup. 2 Uzbekistan boats, 2 German, 1 for the host Russia, and the international team up of Chile and Moldova of Maillard and Sergei Tarnovsky. So finally underway in the C2 mixed 200 final, and what a fast start from the international boat of May and Tarnowski. Well, it was Sweden who took gold in the K2 mixed 200. But now the battle being brought by Germany, Kirchner and Preller, looking to try and edge the international boat, but powerful strides from Maillard and Tarnowski try and get themselves back into gold contention. But it's Germany driving for the line, and it's German gold. Well, Kirchner almost ended up in the water. But it's gold for Germany. And Kirchner can add to the silver he won in the C2 men 1000. But this time with Preller, it's all smiles as they top the podium. Well, a fabulous finale to the World Cup in Barnaul. Still more action to come, but not from the live coverage. But Kretschmer and Preller taking gold ahead of the international meetup of Maillard and Tarnowski. And Russia with another bronze, Andreeva and Sharov earning that. Well, thanks for joining us at Barnaul. Next stop, Tokyo. Until then, from all of us here, goodbye.